Hi everyone, my name is Jordyn Kaufman and I'm one of the members of this year's National Board. Now this week's Parsha, Kitisa, is a lot about different rules and instructions that Hashem is giving the Jewish people. I'm actually not going to talk about that though. Instead, I'm going to talk about what happened at Har Sinai. I thought it was appropriate because I'm from Har Sinai region, upstate New York. So anyway, what happened? The Jews get to Har Sinai, and Moshe says, all right, I'm going to go up this mountain, and I'm going to come back down in 40 days with 2 stone tablets that Hashem has written for us. Sound good? And the Jews say, yeah, sounds good. Then he says, okay, 2 things you have to remember. Don't do anything stupid, and Hashem is our God. Sounds easy enough, right? So Moshe goes up to get the tablets, and when he comes back down, the Jews are worshiping an idol. They've made a golden calf from all their jewelry, and they're sitting there worshiping an idol. What happened? So experts say that Moshe had said 40 days he would be back. And the Jews waited 40 days, and when he didn't come back on the 40th day, they freaked out. They knew they needed a god, so they made a god. But then Moshe had come back the 40th night, so there was a discrepancy about whether it was the night or the day. Okay. I started doing NCSY when I was in 10th grade. I got invited to a Shabbaton. I had no idea what a Shabbaton was. I don't know why I said yes to go, because I didn't know what it was at all. But I did say yes, and I'm really glad I did, because it was the best experience of my life. I got so inspired. I met so many amazing people, so many inspiring advisors. I learned so much. It was great. So I knew I had to go on the next one. This was in November. The next Shabbaton was in February. So I went on that Shabbaton once again. Amazing, so inspiring. So I knew that when I got home, I wanted to start keeping Shabbat. So I got home, and I told my mom, and she had no idea what I was talking about because she didn't really know what Shabbat was either. And I told her what it was, and she was like, okay, good luck. So I did it. It was really difficult. Those of you who keep Shabbat in a household that doesn't keep Shabbat, great for you. It's amazing. It's amazing of you. It's so hard to do. I know. I do it. You know, I mean, you're trying not to watch TV, and there's someone next to you who just turns on the TV. And when you're at a Shabbaton, there's so many people to occupy you. But when you're at home and there's no one else in the house keeping Shabbat, and they're all on their computers, there's no one to occupy you. It's a lot of time to sit with yourself and reflect and connect with Hashem. After about 5 or 6 times of keeping Shabbat, I forgot why I was doing it in the first place. I lost that inspiration. That's about 40 days for those of you making connections. So I stopped. I stopped keeping Shabbat. And that was it. I still loved NCSY, of course, so I went on the next Shabbaton, which was in late March. Amazing. So inspired. It was just great. So I knew I had to find a way to keep the inspiration alive. Going back to the Jews at Har Sinai, what I think, and I'm not disagreeing with the experts about the discrepancy between the night and the day thing, but what I think is the Jews just forgot. They forgot what they were waiting for because they lost the inspiration. They forgot all the miracles that Hashem had performed for them. They forgot what Moshe had said. They just lost the inspiration. They forgot. So they stopped. And they did something else instead. And when Moshe came back down and saw what they were doing and said to them, seriously? What are you doing right now? This is not right. And they said, you're right, it's not right. We're wrong. Tell us what to do. And he told them what to do, and Hashem told them what to do and how to make up for it. And luckily, they found a new way to get the inspiration. Okay. When I went on that next Shabbaton, after I had stopped keeping Shabbat, I knew I had to find a way to keep the inspiration alive. So that Shabbaton, I signed up for TJJ. I have my sweatshirt right here. +6. And I went on TJJ that summer, and I went to Israel, and I met the most amazing advisors and the most amazing kids, and I was in Israel. Amazing. And I gained so much inspiration from just being in Israel and the advisors and everyone. So when I came home, I knew I had to start keeping Shabbat again. To this day, I keep Shabbat. And, I actually, last Wednesday, I started wearing skirts to school. I wear skirts now. It's a really big step for me. I found a way to keep the inspiration alive. That's it. Every time I go to a Shabbaton, I get that inspiration. I've just found a way to connect it between the Shabbatons. What does this mean for all of you listening? You have to find a way to keep the inspiration alive. Now, there's so many ways. There's Shabbatons. I went on a summer program. I think everyone should go on a summer program. They're so amazing. There's so many. If anyone has a question about a summer program, please contact me. I will direct you to someone who can actually tell you about the summer program. I could tell you about TJJ if you want, but all the other ones I'm a little bit hazy on, so I'll connect you to someone who can help you. If a summer program's not right for you, or even if you do go on a summer program, during the year, there's so many other things you can do as well. You could start a JSU in your public school, or attend a JSU if there already is one. You could start a Latte and Learn, or go to the Latte and Learns. But if there's not already a Latte and Learning in your town, it's so easy to start one. You just have to start it. Just talk to someone in your region, an advisor, someone you trust, a regional director, and just start it. It's so important. Now, National Board has also done some amazing programs with the amazing leadership of Ariella Friedman. There's Teen to Teen, which is an amazing program where you can learn with a fellow teen, and you guys make your own schedule. You pick what you want to learn. It's great. You could also do this with an advisor if you want. I know I do it with an advisor once a week, half an hour. I learn so much. It's so great. Then there's also a program called Call of Inspiration. This is my personal favorite. It's on Monday night at 9 o'clock. You call into a conference call number. You listen for 15 minutes to one of the most inspirational, amazing people in Judaism. You just listen to them talk. You gain inspiration for the rest of the week. And for past that, but it's every week. It's great. It's so much inspiration. These are some of the many ways NCSY supplies us to keep the inspiration alive. And I know I've found ways to keep the inspiration alive. I really hope all of you can find a way to keep the inspiration alive. If any of you ever wants to talk to me, needs advice on all these things, help figuring it all out, please talk to me. Talk to someone else. Talk to one of your advisors. They'll help you. Because like the Jews, we need to keep that inspiration. We need to know what we're doing, why we're doing it. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. I hope you all have an amazing Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom.